Hi, babies. I love you. Good morning. I am headed to school. What you saw, like in the very first clip, that was the babies. They were laying on Derek, so it was so cute. I tried to get it, but it was dark in the room, and I feel like I don't want to turn on like the lights just to get the shot, you know what I mean? And he's sleeping. It's only 7:30 right now. I'm actually a little bit late heading out to school, but I have no idea what we're doing today. Of course, I'll take you along for the ride. If you guys saw yesterday, we got to take our dolls into the wash house. That was not the first time, but that was the first time I've showed you guys. So yeah, it was fun. I am just so excited about this. I feel like I've just been given such a great opportunity to follow my passion. And I'm taking it. That plain and simple. So that's what's up with me today. I hope you guys are having a great day. And we are gonna get this party started. So I gotta know, do you guys listen to any like pump up music or anything, like in the car before you're going to work or anything like that? I really want to know because I do. Like one of my favorites is That's My Girl by Fifth Harmony, and that's just my car. Sometimes it doesn't recognize that I'm not pulling over into somebody else's lane. It thinks like if the blinker's still going, and it's confusing. I can explain it later. But that's like one of my favorite pump up songs. On My Mind by Don Diablo. I don't know. I listen to a lot of like vlog music too, which I guess is kind of weird, but when you daily vlog and you edit all the time, it's kind of like that's the music that gets you like, yeah, let's get going, you know what I mean? So that's my music that I like. But I'm just gonna answer some questions that I think people might have. So like how we met, I believe I did a video on this. It's a little bit back, and I think it's titled How We Met, but I'll just explain it now. Derek and I met, I was 18, he was 28. Yes, we are 10 years apart, but it really makes no difference in our relationship at all. We're on the same maturity level, the same fitness level, actually he's more fit than I am, so, but you get what I'm saying? Like to us, there's no difference. That doesn't mean for everybody, but to us. Let's see. So we met. I walked into a cell phone store that he was working at, and I, put my name in. They said, okay, well, we'll be with you in a second. And he was the one who basically sold me my phone. He was talking to me about it and blah, blah, blah. So he said, hey, all you need to do now is go home, take your iPhone 4, the one that I traded in basically, or was going to as soon as I switched everything over. Take your iPhone 4, switch everything over to your iPhone 5S. And I was like, who? What? Where, when, how? Like, I am not very good with technology. I guess I can be, but like the first time you need to show me how to do it, you know what I mean? So he was like, hey, no worries. And I had actually just gotten my first laptop like a week ago before this. So he was like, hey, no worries, just bring in your new laptop, I'll show you how to do it, and it's super easy. And I was like, okay, great, thank you so much. So, of course I thought he was like kind of cute, but like that wasn't really the reason that was the reason I was going in, because he was cute and we were kind of flirting a little bit, but it was also like I actually did need to get my stuff traded over on my phone. So he sat down with me, and this did not have to take this long. He purposely made it take this long. He sat down with me for about 2.5 hours on a bench in the back of the store, and we just sat next to each other. We talked while he was trading my stuff over to my phone. And if you guys know anything about phones, you can literally plug it in and press one button and you're done. But he wanted to wait for all of them to be traded over. So it was really cute. I didn't know that until later on, of course. How would I know? I didn't know how to use the computer anyways. So let's see, he traded over everything onto my computer, and then he kind of like, somehow he got around to me having his number. Like, he gave me his number. I believe it was on the note, like on a notepad on the computer. And so I went out into the parking lot after he was done. Excuse me, I have a really itchy nose because I have really bad allergies. Went out into the parking lot after he was done, and I called my best friend. I was like, oh my gosh, Cowbear, what do I do? I met this guy. He's so cute. I really like him. Like, what do I do? And she was like, text him. So like within 15 minutes, I texted him. He didn't text back for 4 hours. And mind you, he got off like 15 minutes after I left. So, a little twerp. And you know, like in that stage, you're like reading into everything. You're like, why isn't he texting me back? Did he not think I was cute or whatnot? So, and I did say to him, like, while we were sitting together, I said, I bet you're not really into 18-year-olds, are you? And he was like, oh, blah, 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 and just kind of like ran around the question. He never told me how old he was. I told my mom he was 22 because I honestly thought he was 22. He looks very young. He has like a baby face, as his mama likes to call it, which I totally agree with her. And so I told my mom he was 22. I honestly thought he was 22, maybe at the oldest like 24. And she was totally fine with it. She was like, yeah, he's cute. And she was there when I went in to get my phone. So like she knew who I was talking about and all that kind of stuff. And she thought he was like cute too. So she was like, go for it. So I texted him. I said, first I said, I bet you're not really into 18-year-olds, and he ran around the question. Later, to come to find out, like later in our relationship, that he told me this, that he went to his old high school or old college track or cross country coach. He was on both, so I don't know which one. And he said, hey, what do you think about like dating a girl that's 10 years younger than me? And the reason he contacted this coach is because this coach actually has a wife who is 10 years younger than him, and they met at around like the same age that we met. They were actually a little bit younger, but she was too young, so he had to wait. And he said, go for it. If you think that there's potential there with her, go for it. Don't worry about the age. You can figure that out later. And it's true, because honestly, I don't see a difference in anything that we do. I feel like we're just a normal couple. I don't think about it on a daily basis. I only think about it when people ask me how old he is. And even then, it's not weird to me. It's just my husband. So anyways, he texted back after 4 hours, and we were trying to figure out like a day to set the date, like a first date. And then he asked me on a date, and he said, what about Thursday? I have Thursday off. I said, that's great. I'll meet you Thursday. And we were going to go hiking at Red Rocks. We actually did, we both lived in Colorado. Duh. So, we'll go hiking at Red Rocks, I said. Or he said that, actually. I said, okay, that's fine. We wanted to go out on a Thursday. We met on a Saturday, like the Saturday right before. We saw each other every single day leading up to that date, because I'd go over on his lunch break and we'd have lunch at the Panera that was like 2 doors down. Those are some of my favorite memories. I can't believe that God placed him in my life. I don't know how I got so lucky. We don't argue. We're just best friends. We get along so seamlessly. And the saying that opposites attract is definitely true with us, but we have a lot of similarities as well. And I think that's what helps us to get along and all that kind of stuff. But he is just amazing. He is my favorite person in the world. So that's how we met. After that, I had to go up to college, so I went up to college. It was only 2 hours away, and he would come and visit me every single day he had off. So he'd drive the 2 hours, and he'd sleep over or whatever at my dorm, just because, I wanted him to stay as long as possible. And driving down in the dark is not fun either. So he'd stay up there with me, and then he decided that he needed to take this promotion that the company was offering him to be an assistant manager, basically moving up from a sales rep. And we moved to Hawaii. He actually moved first, and then about 3 months later, after I needed to finish the semester, after I finished the semester, I moved out there with him, and I guess like the rest is history. We've hardly ever been apart since that day, except for like if I go visit like my sister Kelly or something like that. But other than that, we really haven't, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So that is how we met. Super long story, I know. Sorry. If you're still here, you go, girl or boy, whatever. But anyways, that's about it. So that's how we met. So I am on break and I'm just taking a little walk down the street. It's just a beautiful day outside, so that's what's up today. Today was a little bit rough. I'll explain that later, but you know what? Just got to take the positive in things, so that's what's going on. To my house. I'm home, and oh, what a day it's been. You know, I just want to encourage you guys, if you guys ever deal with mean girls or mean guys, I just want to encourage you, just know that they are very insecure in themselves. They are hurting you literally out of jealousy, out of hurt for themselves, out of insecurity. So trust me when I say that you are worth more than that. You are not worth what they are telling you. You're not worth what they're talking about behind your back. And just know that even at 20, and I'm in cosmetology school, which is equivalent to college age, right? We're all out of high school. Girls are still doing this. So just keep your head up. Know that I'm going through it too, so I'm rooting for you guys. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.